Welcome back to It's a Long Way Through. Christian here. So I wanted to share with you guys something. It just happened this morning. My place of business, I share, it's a complex, 3 different buildings, in probably 15 different businesses throughout the different buildings. But I got a phone call from one of the other business owners today explaining that they were getting my mail because my mailbox was jammed and I wasn't checking the mail, which was not even close to the truth. I check my mailbox every day, with the exception of the weekends when I'm not here at work. But it was interesting. I got down here and went to my mailbox. I knew I'd find something was going on. And let me back up. First of all, we've had problems. I've had problems with the mailman here for a long time. Getting the wrong mail. Mail's been missing. I get other people's mail. That just happens constantly. They don't shut the door to my mailbox. All of that. And I'm assuming everybody else here in the complex is having the same issue. Sure enough, they are. So when I showed up this morning, the mailbox was jammed, about this thick of different mail, none of which, but one envelope was for me. And then another owner of a business showed up at the same time. I was checking the mailbox, and him and I started going through the mailboxes together, so we were both there kind of making sure. You're not supposed to go through mailboxes technically, but we wanted to make sure, see what was going on. Sure enough, almost every mailbox out of all the mailboxes there, it was jammed with different people, not jammed, but had different people's mail in the wrong mailboxes. In this, we got it all straightened out. I delivered some mail to some people where I wasn't sure which mailbox it went to, and he helped out, and I think we got it straightened out. Now it's going to be a continued thing, and that goes on for a while, although I think I'm going to stop in, well, I know I'm going to stop into the post office and talk to somebody. But it led me back, it got me thinking about personal relationships. Growing up in the small town in New Hampshire that I grew up in, our mailman, not only did we know him, he was a neighbor, but he was also the assistant police chief. He was on the fire department, and he did various other things in town. This was a small town in New Hampshire. And it was that way, even if it wasn't the mailman, it was that way with everybody. We knew him well, and we knew the grocery store clerks. We knew the owners of the grocery store. We knew the owner of the hardware store. We knew the firefighters. It's just a different time. We had a personal relationship not only with our friends and neighbors, but with the people that ran the community. And it was one of the things that kept communities running smooth and made it feel like home. When you've got those personal relationships with everybody in the community, and everybody's invested. And when you've got that, I just think the towns ran smoother. And I'm not saying this is the way it is everywhere, but nowadays we've got, everybody's so busy, it's hard to take time to get to know everybody. And I'm guilty of this too myself sometimes. Nor do we take the time to go out of our way, because it's out of our way, to make sure we go meet everybody. But communities aren't tied in close together anymore. Maybe with the exception of parents and kids when the kids are growing up. But I would believe for the most part, not in all cases, again, I know there's some small towns that have got this kind of thing going on that I was talking about. But in most cases, we're not in touch with or know who people are. We don't know the mailman that well. We don't know this person that well that runs the hardware store, or vice, all this stuff. It's a shame too. I think if we stop and slow down and take time to get to know people that are in our inner circle, that we interact with, that have stuff that we count on, it makes a huge difference. When we're all invested, when we know each other, and we can put a face to a name, that's when communities, clubs, groups, work, all that stuff, that all comes together and things run much smoother. And it's just, it's a real eye-opener when you stop and think about it that way. And I would encourage you all, I know I'm going to start, I've gotten away from it. I'm going to stop. I'm going to start slowing down, making sure that I know people that are part of my inner circle one way or another. Even if it's the mailman or the guy at the transfer station, the person bagging my groceries. I want to make sure I get to know, again, these people. And I would encourage all of us to do that. If we do that, if we all collectively do this throughout the country, it'll be a lot more friendly place. I promise you, it will. But at any rate, that's my rant for today. I just wanted to share that with you all. Thank you for stopping in. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.